read something I wrote a couple years ago, I guess. I'm not sure what the year was, but I wrote it when I was thinking about Good Friday, which is today. It's April 15th, 2022. So today's Good Friday. It's Good Friday is when Jesus was crucified, and on Easter is when we recognize that he rose from the dead. Easter is actually a pagan name for it. I never knew that until I was grown up. So some people call it Resurrection Sunday, which, whatever, it's technicalities. Anyways, I call it Easter still. So this is from the perspective of the Centurion, who I now know was a kind of a commander who was in charge of 100 soldiers. And he's the main guy that was part of Jesus' crucifixion, or overseeing it, or, he was involved. And anyway, so this is from his point of view, what it might have been like for him that day. And at the end, I've got a couple of Bible verses that I looked up and put in for reference to the story. So here we go. Centurion. Today I am going to work. It's not a job for the faint of heart. Today I have to do 3 executions. 2 of them are thieves, that's fine. But that third guy, I'm not so sure he's guilty. He says he is the Son of God. That's absurd, but what if? No, I need to not overthink this. I've done so many crucifixions before, this shouldn't be any different. I'm at work now. The trials are over. The thieves' behaviors were full of anger. But the third guy, Jesus, was silent. He took the beatings with barely a cry. He didn't yell back when they mocked him. Like a meek child, he went where they led. Strange behavior for a so-called criminal. We have reached that blood-stained hell, the place where many have been crucified. I ignore the insults from the thieves. I crucify them and then come to him. Our eyes meet, and just for a moment, it's just us. There is such love coming from his eyes. I almost turn to run, but I have orders. So while trying not to think, I crucify him too. Now we wait for death to come. The thieves are mocking Jesus at first, but then one says, "Wait, I believe him. He's innocent. Leave him alone." Jesus assures him he will be in paradise that day. Time keeps going. The afternoon heat is horrible. Then I hear Jesus speak words that shake me to my core. "Forgive them, Father. They don't know what they're doing." He means me too. I hang my head. The things I am seeing and hearing today, well, this is no ordinary day of work, if you call this job ordinary. Jesus speaks again, says it is finished. What is finished? Before I have time to ask, Jesus dies, right in front of his mother and friends. They wail in agony and grief. His mother falls to her knees, and then the oddest things happen. The sky goes dark. It's afternoon, remember? And loudly everyone heard a long ripping sound. It's a curtain to the forbidden place of the temple. Only the highest priests are allowed there to serve God. It is ripped from top to bottom. God himself must have torn it. And oddest of all, the saints who had already died, Abraham, Moses, etc., rose from their graves and were walking around and talking to people. What? Then there was a violent earthquake, like the earth itself is mourning. As I observe all this going on, I realize my suspicions were right. It doesn't matter who hears me or what consequence befalls me. I know who this Jesus was, and I say it out loud. Truly, this was the Son of God. So Bible verses. When the centurion and those who were with him keeping watch over Jesus saw the earthquake and what took place, They were filled with awe and said, "Truly this was the Son of God." Matthew 27:54. ESV is English Standard Version, by the way. It's newer than NIV. The tombs were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised, and coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. There we go. I wrote it 2 years ago, March 1st. So, there you go, guys. I was wanting to read this before the day was out, and now I have. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I write a lot of things. I've written a lot of things. So, only a couple have I read. I can't talk now. I read one when I was still in a nursing home called The Lap of God, and now I've read this one. So, anyway, have a blessed day. Have a great Resurrection Sunday, and I'll see you next time.